shit. Let me play a song, y'all. Y'all know y'all want to hear the song.
I know the miracle of life. Life's a play with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth, hey. It's all in what you do, hey.
So things you gotta do. Hey, 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 hey. Fight for millions. Barbershop conversations in the building. That rhymed. When you first fight for millions in building. Okay, we're gonna build up. I'm gonna start freestyling for y'all motherfuckers. Anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to join the Patreon. Don't forget to join the Patreon. All right, don't forget to join the Patreon. All right, the link will be in the description box. It's barbershop conversations on Patreon. I just watched the press conference, man. It's a waste of my time. It was very much so a waste of my time. Very flat. I thought the production of it was kind of corny. Um, let's see. It was very whitewashed, very clear, very flat, personalityless. Uh, didn't care for it too much. The media questions were old media, nothing new. Four white guys asking two guys who have very polarizing stories, very polarizing backgrounds, and very polarizing in terms of oppositions. Um, um, you know, I'll say this: I was disappointed in the fact that it looked like she was interviewing Tyson Fury and having Deontay Wilder respond to Tyson Fury. I thought Fox would at least be 50-50, but it is Deontay Wilder's home. Be more lean more towards Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder kind of looked disinterested a little bit. Um, I don't think they sold too many pay-per-views today. I'll be honest. I don't think they sold too many pay-per-views today, and I blame it on the production. Um, let's see, just so y'all know, I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view and give away a pay-per-view on my Instagram. So go follow me on Instagram if you want a chance to win the pay-per-view at Silent Heroes. So I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna promote the fight every day. But I thought Fox did a disservice today. Where was Andre Berto, by the way? I thought Andre Berto would have been a better asset um, to this. Maybe have Sean Porter ask the questions. Uh, the coolest thing in the whole shebang was Kate Abdo. When Tyson Fury arrived, she was like, the sun's out, the gun's out, because Tyson Fury had a tank top on. I thought that was a beautiful ad lib. I thought it was beautiful. Uh, Outside of that, it was very flat. She had to re-ask the question a couple of times, and she let see when you narr when you're doing Q&A and you only have a certain amount of time, you got to redirect them. It was too many narratives. It wasn't, the answers wasn't too concise per se. I thought both of them. I thought Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder were both disinterested. I thought that they was just there just to be there, you know. But I mean, obviously, it's gonna sell some pay-per-views because people just got reminded that it's a huge fight. They probably sold some tickets, in terms of being there. But I didn't like the production of it, man, and I definitely didn't ask the questions, man. What was the? I mean, how about the? I'm just a firm believer in the people who the fighters know and have relationships with. Maybe you go print media, maybe you go YouTube media. I'm not sure if you have Instagram media or maybe you do Fox media. Maybe you do four different variances. You understand what I'm saying? Um, and obviously different shades of Africa, different shades of Mexico. You know what I mean? It's just politics as usual. That's genuinely what I felt. You know, um, you know, Tyson Fury was bored. Tyson Fury was so bored. They were just so bored, man. They looked like they were just like, yeah, you're gonna ask the same question all over again. And I haven't watched the response questions that that the media are going to ask when they were there. But it's just, man, y'all got to add some flavor to the game. And the football, I'm not being disrespectful, but my voice, it's like Marv Albert. Marv Albert shouldn't be saying yes at a boxing ring in a boxing match. Marv Albert says yes when Michael Jordan dunks on Patrick Ewing. You understand what I'm saying? Marv Albert says yes when John Starks hits the corner from the 3 or something like that. That's my memory of John Starks. Of Marv Albert. And the same thing with the guy who did the announcing. Why don't you have a boxing voice there? Why not Lennox Lewis? Why not Sean Porter? Why not Joe Goosen, for that matter? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand the production. It really didn't make sense for me. I'm talking about in terms of wanting to make it a boxing. And if you don't want to make it boxing, then you hire Kevin Hart. You understand? Or you hire whoever the hot guy is, Michael Blackston, who is very abreast on boxing. Maybe you hire Michael Blackston, to do guest questions or something like that. Or you do like a sit down with Michael Blackston and a professional. You understand? Kevin Hart and a professional. You understand? If it's co-produced, why not Stephen A. Smith in that spot? You understand? Or because the questions were like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't know. Man, peanut butter, no jelly, ham with no cheese. You know what I mean? Kool-Aid, no sugar. You know what I mean? That's what it was, man. Wilder and Fury both seemed disinterested, and they didn't sell the amount of pay-per-views that they needed to sell today. And we're just gonna move forward. But moving forward, hold on one second. I believe Tyson Fury isn't going to train for this fight on the levels as which he trained for the other fight. I believe he's on the come in game, but he's going to be mentally picked apart by Wilder's ferociousness. I see nothing in Fury that infuriates me or makes me fearful of betting Wilder. I'm betting at least $1,000 on Wilder. That's pretty much it. If I bet $1,000 today, I can win $1,100. So we'll see. I'm not gonna put my bet in yet because I think that UK money is going to run rampant fight week. So maybe it gets to 115. You understand? I don't think it's gonna be even because the house has to make money. So someone's gonna be the favorite, someone's gonna be the dog, and I think the public believes that that Tyson Fury won the first fight. So that's going to lean towards my advantage in terms of betting. So I think I'm going to wait. But yeah, man, that's kind of, man, the way Fox did Errol Spence with Brian Kenny and the way they produced this segment, like it was no like maybe bring in Jack Reese. Maybe bring in Jack Reese. I thought that would have been a great conversation since he's not refereeing the first fight. Maybe bring in Jack Reese to break down what he saw in front of both fighters. You got to be an active producer. You can't be a flat producer. We just gonna bring these guys in. We're gonna pay $2,000 each to bring these guys in, get them a car, and have them show up. You know what I mean? Or $5,000 for all their teams and put them in a hotel for a night, then put them back on the plane. You know what I mean? It's not that easy, and because you got to take into account the personality of boxing today. Boxing has 1 million personalities, whether you have 10 subscribers on Instagram, YouTube, or 1 million subscribers. It's personalities people are attracted to, and I think that's what sells. Not Errol Spence. Floyd Mayweather showed us this. Adrian Broner continues to show us this. I just thought Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder looked disinterested. I'm not going to call, for those of you who are probably going to say, well, why don't you do the job? No, it's Deontay Wilder's fiance's birthday weekend. I'm not messing with that dude, man. Let him enjoy his time. I'll call him probably the Thursday or Friday before he takes off to Las Vegas. And that'll be the last time I talk to him, probably till after the fight. That's my take on it. I was thoroughly excited. Like, you know what I mean, to watch the press conference. But I'm disappointed. Kate Aldo is the only thing smoking on Fox. You know what I mean? Figuratively, literally, and just her brain. Even if you thought that line was corny, it was a pickup line. It was like she had to ad lib. She had to be impromptu in that moment, and I thought it was pretty cool. So, but maybe I'm seeing it from a different vernacular. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe they do like a green room segment or something like that, man, where it's so informal. You know, I mean, the chairs were the chairs were too tall. I'm not gonna say too big, but the chairs were too tall for the camera. You understand what I'm? It just didn't look that good. You know what I mean? Um, Anyhow, man, you guys let me know what you guys thought. Um, Obviously, this channel will turn into the Deontay Wilder channel moving forward. Deontay Wilder and Gary Russell moving forward. Caleb Plant as well. So yeah, man, February 22nd is going down. Hopefully they got some good. I'm willing to bet that they were so disinterested that they may not even give nothing to the rest of the media. They may just be ready to go. I mean, it was very flat. Fury and Wilder looked flat and disinterested. Fox production of it was just nah. Anyways, man, I'm being repetitive. So barbershop conversations. Don't forget to join the Patreon. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.